Hello, guys. Greetings. Good morning. You're on to Augustine again. And Augustine is one of the many voices in our Simply Brilliant community. And I'm here to give us a quick update pertaining to the Simply Brilliant community and a few things that I think all of us should know. Welcome to my broadcast. If you're just tuning into my broadcast for the first time, it's a pleasure having you. And do well to subscribe to my channel. If you are a member of the community or you intend to be a member of the community, it's going to be a good idea to subscribe to my channel because I'll be bringing you a whole lot of updates, a whole lot of informations. So if you are interested in knowing what you need to know to keep up, then I think this channel is a good one for you. Okay, do well to like as well so that a good number of people can also know about it. The algorithm can make it available to as many people as possible. And subscribe to the channel so that anytime I'm live, you can get notifications. All right. On that said, today the title of my broadcast is I Bring You Good Tidings. That's the title of my broadcast. And it's actually a very beautiful one. It's an update, from the administration of our community, Simply Brilliant community. And lest I forget, I'm part of the members of the Privy Council, and we are actually there to work with the administration to meet the needs of the people. The administration is not a foot soldier. We are part of the foot soldiers. We are also naval officers, and we're also Air Force personnel who make sure that at every given point in time, we are abreast with what's going on in the community. We know what's going on, and we, as much as possible, tell the administration so that he can know how to legislate and then guide the community accordingly. All right. So, like I said, my title is I Bring You Good Tidings. Please do well to like, do well to subscribe to this channel, and share this as far as you can because the information I'm going to give to you will make you excited. You are going to be happy about it. Okay. Now, let me quickly go back memory lane. Now, ideally, our community is supposed to be 8 years old this year, but we were children when we started, and the previous administration did not know that it was going to be as difficult as it is, But he had a mindset, and the mindset was to see that we are not going to submit to the ungodly agenda of the elites, which is introducing the mark of the beast. That's the ultimate goal, enslaving totalitarian control over humanity. Our community is in opposition to whatever they are doing, and of course, you know how they are going to go about it through the governments of the world, through the banking system. These things are not alien to us. All of us knows it. The purpose of our community is to build an alternative system of the people, for the people, and by the people, not by the elites, not by unelected personnel like the World Economic Forums. So I believe some of us that are listening to me are already aware of these things, but some of you are not aware. Some of you are still, mixed in the crowd. You don't even know why you are in the community. So we started this journey sometime 8 years ago, and the natural attitude of men played out in our community, and it looked like it derailed our community. So many people used our community to scam so many people. So many people used our community for their own selfish and personal gain, and it's made our community look, unpresentable to the world and to the masses. But then the goal had to be fulfilled. The goal had to be fulfilled nonetheless. Therefore, we had to go about what we call modification. Now, the administration, as at January last year, January 12th precisely, he referred to it as rebranding. Our rebranding started last year. And one of the things that, our rebranding was particularly on is the fact that the world will see us and embrace us once again. It wasn't the community that created that bad aura. It wasn't the community that created that bad atmosphere. It was not the administration. It was how members sold out the narrative to people. The administration's intent were pure and good, sincere. At some point there were mistakes, but he had his target, which he didn't meet up with. and it didn't go as expected, so he had to take a bow. Now I'm referring to Jack Freeman. Now Jack Freeman did the part he should. He could, but it didn't go as expected, and the community wasn't complying as they should, so he had to take a bow. And then Scott came in. The administration called Admin Scott came in. Now I'm still going down memory lane, so please do well to pay attention to what I'm saying. Memory lane, okay? And Admin Scott just came in a few months ago, I think September or so. And Admin Scott has been able to do a good lot of a good work in the community. He has done a good number of things, and the community is beginning to gain its momentum again. And one of the things the Admin Scott did was to modify the concept of our bounty. He now made it shared bounty. And a good number of people don't know how this shared bounty works, but I think I should use the next few minutes to re-explain how it works. It's already on the blog, but I'm going to re-explain it very briefly, and then after that, I tell us what the good tidings are. So if you are there, please hold on and hear what the good tidings are, because if you are not paying attention, then the train will leave you behind. We're already moving, but we're about to go into, the express road. That's where we're about to go into now. Okay, so now going back to what the shared bounty is, the very first thing that pertains to shared bounty is positioning. And when you position yourself accordingly, then you will continue to make gains from there. Second, that pertains to the shared bounty is how much influence you have over the community, which pertains to your downlines. The more downlines you have, the more likelihood that the system is going to pay more attention to you. These are just the two things that has to do with the community. And then the final thing that has to do with this, our shared bounty, has to do with consistency and proper timing. These are the three things that pertains to the community. When you go to your dashboard, you see your dashboard. Your dashboard was put out there. And a very good number of you are seeing the information that the dashboard is giving you. But it looks like we're not understanding what is there, or we're not paying attention. I don't know which one to say, because the dashboard tells you when your account will expire. The dashboard tells you when your bounty will expire. It tells you everything. It tells you you are in a race. That's what it tells you. And that if you are able to be consistent on it, that the system promises to be consistently blessing you, provided the community is growing. And it's as simple as that. Now, some people came in when they wanted to come in, and the system placed them where the system felt it was right to properly place them. And a very good number of them are not happy about the fact that they were placed where they were supposed to be placed, and they are offended. Please, I want us to pay attention to this content that I'm giving, because if you don't pay attention to this content, then there is this saying that if you keep repeating the same thing and you are expecting another result, that it may not be feasible, it may not be possible. So I don't want us to repeat the same result. That's why I'm bringing out this information, because the good tidings is going to be mind-boggling. But before you go about getting the blessings, you should know why those blessings are going to come. So please pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay. Now people has come into this system, and then they are part of the shared bounty, and they are overestimating. In fact, they are making lofty plans, which is not supposed to be. I want you guys to understand that we're an alternative financial system. And our alternative financial system will not happen overnight. It won't happen in 2 months. It won't happen in a year. It will take some time. We have already moved out of our 7-year plan, and we have moved into a new system. Not that we are now SBC and we are 1 year. We are actually 8 years old. We are very mature, okay? But we are working going forward, because we know that our previous antecedents and the activities of the past has corrupted a lot of things, and the mindset the people have about the community is more or less like a scammy concept, which is not supposed to be. So we are starting on a new slate, and we are moving forward. Nonetheless, every benefit you have enjoyed in the past is now going to be made available to you, and the beautiful and best side of it is that we are going to be a stable economy, and we are going to be having associations with a very powerful bank. That is the good tidings. But I have to go into details. I've not gone into details, so I've just given you a sneak peek. Okay, so going back to the shared bounty concept. Now, everybody that is coming into this system should bear this at the back of their mind. The very first thing you should bear at the back of your mind is that you are starting up a business, and that is just it. Now, when you are starting up a business, you must have what you call working capital, and that is the honest truth. When you're having an working capital, and then perhaps you have a shop where you are going to sell those goods and services, that shop is new. The people there are seeing you for the first time. It will take some time for the people there to acclimatize, to know the kind of person you are, the kind of business you are doing, and it will take some time before you start having customers. So let's assume that you started up your business with $1 million. Are you aware that when you start up your business with $1 million and you have a rent, and then you start business, it will take you some time before you start making profits. Every business person that starts business doesn't start making profits immediately. You make profits over some time. It may take you 6 months, it may take you 1 year. Sometimes, if the business is a massive one, it may take you as much as 2 years before you start making profit. And before you make profit, you have to break even. That is how every business operates. And in our Simply Brilliant community, this is what we call a collective business opportunity as given to everybody in our shared bounty, in our Simply Brilliant community. So you are coming in, you are supposed to start small. Now, your working capital is the subscription fee that you are going to keep paying for a period of time. If the community is growing consistently, it should take you at least nothing less than 6 months, 6 to 9 months for you to break even. You have to take this and take it honestly, because behind the scene, we've done a lot of analysis, we've done a lot of feasibility study of this, and I am telling you what is obtainable. If you are in this game and you are expecting that you start the shared bounty, it doesn't matter wherever you find yourself now, whether you started at the very forefront or you're behind. If you are coming into this business, it must take you at least 6 months to at least 9 months before you can say, I have maxed out. Now, I don't know when you will break even, but between 6 months to at least 9 months, if the community is growing, naturally you will max out, at least at the ninth month. That's how the system is designed. Now, according to the administration, when our membership has gotten to 10,000, we are now in a stable system. It then means that a very good number of people will start enjoying the gains of the shared bounty in full force. But are we at 10,000? We're not yet at 10,000. So the point I'm actually driving at is, see this shared bounty as a business. And you are coming in, you should be able to set out funds that will keep up with this system. And the system will also give you some returns at the end of every month. And it's going to be like this. You give in, for instance, $35. That's the subscription fee. As a cash center, it's actually about $33. But as a cash center, let's say $35. Okay. So you begin at $35, and then the first month, the system can give you as little as, let's say, $5. Yes, that's what the system can give you at the first month. Now, some of you are offended that it gave you very little. Now, let me explain what I mean by $5, because it could give you more. Now, when you are looking at how much you receive every month, you should take into consideration your two downlines. If you have two downlines, and then each of those downlines gives you $10, $10. And then whatever the system gives you from the shared bounty, which could range from between $2 to anything up, anything from maybe $4 or above. So when you combine $10 plus $10, which are the instant bounty, plus the shared bounty, which may be anything from $2 up, you are having anything from at least around $22 and above. Now, if you are able to add in a little, then it becomes enough for your subscription fee. So if somebody has an understanding and knows what to do with two downlines, it's not going to be an issue for the person to be consistent. Nonetheless, the system has also made it in such a way that even if you don't have downlines, you receive something from the system. It's as simple as that. It's as honest as that. It's as transparent as that. So whichever way you want to find yourself, are you part of those that is given to recruiting? Guys, be confident in this system. I haven't seen a better system like this system. Believe me from my heart when I'm speaking to you. We may have had challenges, but I'm telling you that this is the best system that you can ever see, that you will ever know. So if you are in this system, you have to set aside funds for the next 9 months. And if you are giving to that, out of maybe 10 people, maybe 3 or 4 of them are giving to recruiting. If 3 to 4 of them are giving to recruiting, and then the rest of them are consistent, the community will grow. But you see, as results are becoming more and more predominant, as results are becoming more and more realistic and visible, more people will be motivated to bring in people to the community. As simple as that. So in the shared bounty, you get little at the first phase. And now the second payment is going to be better than the previous, provided the community is growing. So I want you to understand that one is consistency. That's the first. The second one is growth. As long as these two parameters are on the positive, you are certain to get a little bit more at the end of every month. This is as simple as that. So those of you who have just seen this business that the administration just introduced, which is shared bounty, and it started November 27th, and we have hardly run for 2 months, and everybody's expectation is maxing out. At the first instance, people were thinking it will max out at $255. The question I ask is, where are you getting the funds to max out at $255? Have you seen the community? Have you seen that the concept is based on meritocracy? And meritocracy means that those at the top are going to be given preference first before those below. And the system is designed such that those below will have to work their way up. That's how the system is. And those that are below, who came in whenever they came in, well, it may not be their fault whenever they came in, but there should be a reason why they should build up. If you are looking at those on the top and you want to be like them, then there is a part you have to play to raise your frequency to that level. And that part has to do with growing the community. Everybody has to put hands together to grow this community. If you're unwilling to do that, then that means what you saw happen last month, which is actually this month, January, is likely going to play out February. When you look at the numbers, you see that the numbers are dropping. And if these numbers are dropping, it's a check by the administration. In the previous time, which was January 6th, the administration gave room for people, hoping that this program is going to motivate them enough not to allow their accounts to expire. But to his greatest surprise, some people made a payment December and did not keep up for January, and then they fell off. And the system, it twisted the whole program, and some people were actually offended. But everything now has been taken into consideration, such that if you are not active, immediately you are dropped. And the system collects what has been given to you from the pool and returns it to the general pool and redistributes it to the members who are active. That's how the system is now designed. So when those people decide to come back in, they will start receiving from the beginning. There is no more holding funds. That attitude of hodling, where you were active and possibly you have accumulated up to maybe $50, if your account should expire, you lose everything and you start again. The system is not going to do favorites. There is no favoritism in the system. So if you're of the opinion that, anytime I renew my account, I'll continue from there, then it's going to create a whole lot of laxity. And everybody will relax and say anytime that they're ready, they can renew their account. So if you are here and your account has expired, it definitely means that all that has been accumulated has been lost. And if it's been lost, you have to start again. Consistency is what is required in the community. It's been on the blog. The administration said your account should never expire. If your account should expire, then it means that what you've worked for has been lost. You start again. That's the rule in this system. You have to accept this rule. You have to work with this rule. Okay? If you're not willing to do it, then I don't know how well we're going to grow in this community. We have to accept this rule. We have to work with this rule if we're going to grow, if we're going to succeed together. Okay? All right. On that said, I believe I've passed on the information that we started this community some time ago. We're in a new system and we are going to change the reality this year. This year, we're going to succeed. Now, let's go into the good tidings, the proper good tidings. Now, I'm going to begin by sharing my screen. Remember to like this video. Remember to share. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay? All right. So, I want to talk about this. This is a very short blog the administration gave to us. After talking about this, then I'll go into the full details. So we are now 1 year old, okay? We are 1 year old with 7 years of experience. That's what we are. Simply brilliant community. Now, this is a picture of how the world is going to see us. Now, once upon a time, there was a garden referred to as the Garden of Eden. Now, in the Garden of Eden, everything was there for you. That's what the Garden of Eden was. You had everything to your disposal. You enjoyed the goodness of God at the Garden of Eden. And from the scriptures, it was sin that pursued us from the Garden of Eden. Yeah. But now I want to tell you that in this system that we are building, it's going to be a system that when we are done, we are going to have a replica of the Garden of Eden. Now, in the Garden of Eden, everything was at your disposal. You could enjoy the goodness of God. You could eat from every fruit of the garden, and life is going to be beautiful. Life will be beautiful. That's what we're working on. So if you are looking at this, you are seeing people from every walks of life, both the white race The black race, the Asian race, every continent of the world are going to look up to this Simply Brilliant community. But remember that in this Simply Brilliant community, there will be categorizations. There are going to be the administrative cadre, which we are currently building. There are going to be the billionaires who will be working directly with the administrative cadre, who are also going to be billionaires. There are also going to be millionaires who will be working directly with the billionaires. So there will be three cadres who are going to form the structure of this community. The rest of humanity are going to fall under the employment zone. And this is what is still on ground. We are going to work towards it and we are going to achieve it. So when you are looking at this and you look at the world, it simply means that humanity will soon embrace us as a gold-backed economy. That's the original plan of God. A system that is stable, not a system that wobbles, not a fluctuating currency, not a currency that we see there that like the naira, like the dollar, like the euro, like the pounds, those things were man-made so that they can usurp control over the rest of humanity. And then over time, metamorphose into transhumanism and the mark of the beast. That's the ultimate plan of the evil ones. But our plan is contrary. And God is with us. The people are with us. It is the currency of the people, by the people and for the people. Therefore, we are going to succeed. Now, let's go forward. And we're going to quickly read this. After reading this, and then I tell you what I want to tell you. It's a very interesting news. It's a very good one. Now, happy anniversary. And as we celebrate the first year of our journey on January 12, 2024, it's incredible to reflect on the transformation we've undergone together. A year ago, we embarked on a mission to redefine our community, aiming for a vision filled with hope, joy, peace, and prosperity. While the road has had its share of challenges, both before and after becoming SBC, our resilience has prevailed. Over the past year, we achieved remarkable success and noteworthy milestones. The first is Agent Program. Now, pay attention to the information I'm giving because I've started releasing the good news. Agent Program, we introduced the Agent Program, providing our members with the opportunity to spread goodwill in their local communities through the support and generosity of our SBC membership. Although it's been a gradual process, it's still a gradual process, and more of it you'll get to know about it shortly. We are gearing up to refocus on the potential of the Agent Program in the coming months and year. Simply Brilliant Future Coin. Simply Bright Future Coin. Now, distinguished from Joyji and K-Love, SBFC is unique in its approach by strategically building liquidity before its launch, coupled with our ongoing efforts in membership growth. We are ensuring that when SBFC hits the trading and swaps, it will do so with strength and vibrancy. Now, let me just throw more light on this. Okay, some of you are anticipating that SBFC will be in the market, maybe where the price is $100. No, I want you guys to please take that out of your mind. Let me tell you, let me repeat the words of the administration. By strategically building liquidity before its launch, it means that our membership should get to anything from, I don't know, a very good number. We should build our membership to a substantial number, perhaps about 1 million active members. Yes, we are not going to make the mistake that we have made in the previous times. We made the mistake of putting Joyji at 4,000 and everybody was excited, but it was like a balloon that was blown. It was like the financial system that is a bubble. It's like the real estate that is a bubble. And almost everything is now a bubble, which will soon burst. But you see, Joyji was a bubble and it burst very fast. So we're not going to give room for that. We have to build something formidable. We have to build something worthwhile. And for us to do that, the liquidity should be, imagine a situation where we have 1 million active members and every month, everybody is paying subscription fee. You can imagine. And then you can imagine a situation where a very good number of them has SBFC and everybody is patronizing the exchange and everybody is donating and everybody is enjoying the shared bounty. You can picture that. Now that's what liquidity looks like. And at that point, the administration can then say, okay, maybe at that point, the price of SBFC is $5,000 or maybe more. And then he says, okay, that's fine. Now let's put it on the exchange. There are exchanges that this will exist upon. That is for the administration to talk about. But then it's going to be on the exchange, just like Bitcoin is and then other coins that are there. And when it is there, if you are able to have accumulated, for instance, maybe 50 SBFC at the price of $5,000, my dear, you have succeeded. You've made a fortune. And maybe by then you've been able to accumulate a substantial amount of SBC. And then by then, we're also having the bank working with us. And what I'm talking about is not too far from now. I'm talking about perhaps a year or two from now. That's what I'm talking about. This is the fate of everybody that is consistent in this community. I'm telling you the good news now. So take note, by strategically building liquidity before its launch, coupled with our ongoing efforts in membership growth, which I have just explained. Okay, very good. Let's continue. We are ensuring that when SBFC hits the trading and swaps, which means the markets, okay, and I've also explained that it will do so with strength and vibrancy. I also want to let you guys know that we want to become the Bitcoin of the future. Bitcoin showed a very good example, but you see, the problem with Bitcoin now is that the bulk of those coins are in the hands of the elites. The elites are the ones that has the mining companies. They want to artificially create scarcity by hoarding the available supply and let them hoard it in bulk, so that the rest is going to be crumbs that will fall for the masses, so that they will still have monopoly over the market. Are you aware that when Bitcoin goes up, other coins follow? When Bitcoin goes down, other coins follow. So if they have the head, then they have it all. Like the scripture says, strike the head, strike the shepherd, and the sheep will flee. So they want to hold on to the shepherd. And according to the coin market system, the shepherd is Bitcoin. But guess what? There is a better system. So Bitcoin can be referred to as a forerunner. Now, SBFC will replace Bitcoin in time. And that's just a simple concept. Our membership will grow to a very reasonable level, and the bulk of the coins is not going to be domiciled in the hands of the elites. It's going to be members of the community that will hold it. So the whales of this community are going to be those that hold SBFC. The whales of this community are those that will have a reasonable amount, and the administration is benevolently distributing it to members. As we have our shared bounty, we also receive a certain equal match of SBFC. I don't know how long the administration will go about that, but it's also part of the distribution plan, so that everybody in the community will be seen as whales, will be seen as the masters of the system. And then when we exist in the market, the elites will only help us to push the price. The market, the members, the populace will help us to push the price up. How? Simple. When you put a limited supply out there, it's no more in the hands of the community to determine how the price will go up and down, because it's now launched, it's out there. So when the people rush the coin with the limited supply, it's just a basic concept of demand and supply. When there is a limited supply and there is huge demand, what happens to price? It goes up. So let's assume that the total amount of distribution, or the amount of coins that will be in the market, let's say there are 100 that are just going to be in the market. And then in a single month, because we've gained members, we've gained numbers, we are now, being known around by the distributions we are doing, by the goodwill we are doing, and other things, by our gold-backed economy, by our banks. People will know about us, and they will also know that the only way to access SBC will be through SBFC. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen and pay attention. If you are going to access SBC, you have to come through SBFC. Now, why are we going to do that? It is simple: to create liquidity. Let the whole world come through SBFC. That way, SBFC is going to go very high in liquidity. And if we are able to get to that amount of liquidity, such that our membership is at 5 million, at maybe 6 million, or 7 million, or 10 million, and then everybody wants to have access to our gold-backed economy, you have to come through SBFC. You want to buy, apart from peer-to-peer, if you're going to go through our system, you must have to buy it through SBFC. Yes, that's how the system is designed. So I want you to know that we want to be a better Bitcoin of tomorrow, where it is not the elites that control the coin, but it is the people. And of course, the people are members of our Simply Brilliant community. I'm talking of the active members that are among us now, who are consistent, who see the future, and who hold on to the future. That's what we are. Now, I've just given us the first part of the good news. So pay attention and listen to me as I continue. Now, new shared bounty program, continuation. Now, I continue. Now, this program holds immense potential. I want you to listen. It's called immense potential, because if you understand the beauty of meritocracy, it's what we are going to use to change. Even when we begin our workforce, it is going to be built on meritocracy. The concept we have now is You come to work at the end of the month, you are paid your salary. Our system is going to be pay as you go. It is based on how much work you put in that will determine how much pay you receive. Some people are so lazy because they know that at the end of the month, they'll give them a fixed amount. And some people work extra hard and at the end, they get the same thing. That's not meritocracy. That's a partial system. That's what the elites created. But in our system, even when the workforce begins, it's going to be meritocracy. So it's going to encourage ingenuity. It's going to encourage creativity. And those people who are just sitting down doing nothing, of course, you know what happens. You get the minimum requirements, which is just going to be little or nothing. So everybody will be encouraged to do something. We are telling you how we're going to take over the world system and transform the world. There is no room for being negative, for being slow, for sitting down doing nothing, for entitlement mentality. That era is out going forward. Let's continue. Please pay attention. Now, this program holds immense potential with a community-centric growth focus. So are you listening to this? The admin is using the right word, community-centric growth focus. Okay? Now, he's actually trying to tell you that it is a meritocracy-based concept. That's community-centric. Okay? When you sit down and analyze what he's saying by community-centric, he's trying to say it is called meritocracy-based concept. I want you guys to see it from the right perspective. Some of you don't like what I'm saying. It's fine, but this is the truth. You have to take the truth. You have to buy the truth, sell it not. Because if there is any information that is contrary to what I'm giving, well, check those informations. Now, let's move forward. Now, another thing that should let us know is that as we grow, modifications will still take place. There are a lot of things that are going to happen based on what we see coming. We are going to create a whole lot of modifications. But as at now, this is what we are looking at in the coming days, in the coming months, in the coming years. We can all partake in these rewards it offers. We can all partake in the reward it offers while we faced a few cycles that didn't pan out as expected. Of course, you know that the one that happened in December, some people say it was better than the one that happened in January. But I am giving you an assurance that the February one will be very good. Remember, it is based on meritocracy. All right, so rest assured that by rebuilding our membership and spreading the news of the shared bounty program, we will witness the results we eagerly anticipate. Let me repeat that cycle again. Rest assured that by rebuilding, who rebuilds it is you and I that will do that, and spreading the news of the shared bounty program, we will witness the results we eagerly anticipated. You don't do that by sitting back and watching. Some of you have the financial means, but you're sitting back and watching. I've explained that it's a business, and I've explained it doesn't happen all of a sudden. It is not a Ponzi scheme. It is not an instant gratification game. It is something that you build over time. It is something that will happen over time. If you are thinking of using this money to build a house or maybe buy a house, my dear, you have to have the numbers. The key to our growth and our results and our success is the membership growth. That's the truth. So if you are there and you are waiting to see the result this month to determine whether you come in, then you are getting it wrong. You are twisting it. You are turning it upside down. I want you to know that the result will come when you come in. If you refuse to come in and you sit back, then who grows the community? Who grows the community? Well, I'm making my efforts to grow the community, and I am hoping that you too are doing the same. Now, let's move forward. New administration. And as your no-nonsense admin, now take note of this, as your no-nonsense admin. Now, the administration is someone that is of high discipline. I may have not known him much, but at least I know that he's someone that keeps to his words. That's one thing I know. And I am reflecting what he has told us in the Privy Council. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm reflecting what he has told us in the Privy Council. Now, I want you to know that Augustine, as a member in the Privy Council, is also part of the Secretariat. Now, what's one of the responsibilities of the Secretariat? The Secretariat are those that give feedback to the community based on plans that has been reviewed, plans that the administration permits us to disclose. There are plans that we're not supposed to disclose, but the one I'm giving out are plans that are planned to be disclosed to the community so that the members of the community will know what to expect and prepare, okay? The administration also does its part in the meetings to make sure he discloses it. Like I previously said, the administration is a man of few words, but I think I'm a detailed person. I'm a very detailed person. So you can do well to make sure you listen to the administration and then get everything you have to get from him. And then where there is need for us to disclose those informations, we also do so. So he's a no-nonsense administration, and I give him kudos for that. So let's keep moving. I've worked diligently to ratify past issues and pave the way for a brighter future, collaborating closely with the Privy team. I am committed to ensuring a representative voice is both spoken and heard. Now, let's come again and listen to this. I am committed to ensuring a representative voice is both spoken and heard, which I've just explained, okay? Which I've just explained, that feedbacks are given to us, we give it to you, and then we hear from you and give to him. That's how it is. So admin doesn't, he can't hear everything. And then there is also a free access for members to reach out directly to the administration. We have built a forward and backward means so that there would be no way that anyone will say, I'm giving out information, or I'm trying to update, or I'm trying to say something and no one is listening to me. If no one listens to you, there is the member helpers, there is the Privy Council, there is the administration direct. He is there to listen to you. So there is a feedback going forward and back, from the administrative body to the members, and from the members to the administrative body. Together, as a united community, we will rebuild our numbers and stride confidently into this bright future. Renewed growth. Now, this is the one I want you to pay attention to. And then finally, we'll talk about happy anniversary, and then I disclose the last information, and I call this meeting to a close. Renewed growth. In September of 2023, when I took on the responsibility as the admin, our community was facing a decline in membership. Very true. Now, with your incredible support, we successfully revitalized our community, gaining nearly 3,000 members. Currently, we maintain a membership of around 6,000 members, showcasing a remarkable turnaround in just 3 months. And I believe we can do more. While there is more work to be done, the fact that we rebuilt and continue to thrive is a testament to our collective strength and determination. Together, let's continue this upward trajectory and achieve even greater heights. So it's in our hands to make it happen through the shared bounty. Do not forget that there is a plan the administration has put out. It's called 2024 plan, where you bring in a member to the community, you get 1,000 SBC. And that SBC is going to be used to work with us with the banking system, which is going to be purely backed by gold. Now, there is a whole lot of things that will be involved when the banks are going to come in, which is the last information I'm going to disclose with you, or disclose to you now. So after I've given this last content, I disclose it. Pay attention, all right? All right, so happy anniversary, Simply Brilliant community. Now, before I even read this, I want you to know that by this time next year, if you have been able to consistently remain in this community, you have succeeded in life. If you can consistently stay in this community for the next 1 year, whatever it is that you can sacrifice to remain in this community just for 1 year. Listen, remember I said that it is 1 year SBC with 7 years of experience. By the time we are going into another year, which is 2025, we are 2 years with 9 years of experience. Listen, if you make the mistake of giving up on this community at this point, you will continue to regret it for the rest of your life. I am telling you the gospel truth. You may not understand it now, and I may not disclose what I'm supposed to say, but I'll just tell you what I have to tell you, and I'll leave you to decide. Let's continue. You are the driving force behind our success, and together we are the best. Here's to many more years of positivity, growth, and shared accomplishment. Now, look at the announcement I have to make. The good tidings that I said I was going to give you. Now, I wanted to save the last for the best so that everybody will listen. Please pass on this information. One thing I want you guys to know is that the administration has just said, he told us, the members in the Privy Council, that we have been able to unravel about 350,000 wallets. Now, in our community, if we have 350,000 TBC wallets, it means that the potential of members to come back is high. So it means that, let us say, we just have about 15% out of the 350,000. Do you know that that is enough for us to start up our gold-backed economy? And you know that with just 15% of it, we are over 50,000. And with 50,000 members, the banks are coming in. I want you guys to know that the banks are waiting for us, not just waiting for us. The banks has given conditions to the administration, and it is tied to the membership growth. If we're able to build this membership to 50,000, we have begun our economy. Now we have 350,000 wallets that are there waiting for you, listening to me, and other people to come in and have access to this account. The moment that happens, listen to what I want to say and take this from me. Once you have become a member and you've renewed your account, okay, you get back your SBC, you get back your TBC, which is now SBC wallet, inside of your Gringo Cash back office. And the moment you've gotten it, I want you to know that the banks will come in and start. In fact, there is going to be a written documentation telling us that they are ready to work with us, or the administration would give us the updates in the meeting, telling us that they are ready to work with us because they are impressed with our membership growth. Now, why is the bank so necessary for us? It is simple, so that these years of subscription fee payments will end. Let me repeat it again. The years of subscription fee payments will end the moment the banks come in. The banks have what it takes, okay? But the bank doesn't want monopoly over the community. The bank understands and respects our community and expects us to raise ourselves out of the morass of poverty into a life of abundance. But then they will support us because they want to leverage on us to also grow. And when they have leveraged on us as customers, I mean, you can't access the bank except without becoming a member of the community. That's the intent. And once this has been achieved, I want you to know that we are going to be the biggest financial system that the world can ever imagine. So if you have acquired whatever you've acquired, you need to actually hold on for this last part. We only need 15% out of 350,000, which is about 50,000 or more. And with that, our game is over. So if you are listening to me, please go out there. You know those people that are there who have given up on this system. Please tell them to come back. If we're able to get to 50,000 between now and next month, then the banking system comes in and then a lot begins to happen. And within now and maybe June, that era of subscription fee will end. I want you to know that it is something that everybody has been saying, when are we going to stop paying? I've told you when to stop paying. But if after everything I've said, the community still refuses to do anything, do not say it's in the hands of the administration. He has disclosed all that he needs to do through us, members of the Privy Council. And he's also going to throw more light on it in tomorrow's meeting, which is on Wednesday. And I'm hoping that this information I'm giving will spread, will be spread far and wide. I'm hoping this information that I'm giving will be known by every member of this community, and it will be left for you and I to decide how to do it. I've made up my mind that I will follow this community till I get to the economy phase, and I'm going to get the best of everything this community has to offer. I don't know about you, okay? I believe I've concluded. I believe I've passed the information. I believe I've hit the nail on the head. So thank you so much for those of you who have listened to me and are still listening to me. God bless you guys. I love you guys, and I'll do my best to continue to serve you in love and respect. All right, quickly before I go, I'll quickly listen and then give feedback to members who are currently watching me live. Hello, Ambassador Augustine. Thanks for the great value. Uganda. That's my beloved brother, Matthias. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Good morning, beloved sister. This is also my wonderful sister. Good morning, Ambassador. Thanks for the service rendered. You're welcome, my dear. Good morning, Ambassador. Thank you very much for coming live today. You're my strength always. It is God that is your strength. Thank you very much. I do appreciate. Now, this is my beloved brother and friend from Bangladesh, Brother Dada. Thanks for everything you are doing for our SBC community. This is a wonderful brother, I must say so. I really love this brother. Seen from Bangladesh. So I think I was right. So if you are listening to me and you have any other thing to say, please do well to do so. Do well to make your feedback. Do well to make your comments, because I'm ending this broadcast now. Remember that it is only by love that we can succeed. It's only by respect for one another that we can make this progress. Thank you so much for those of you that have stayed till this point. Cheers, and God bless you. Till I come your way again some other time. Bye for now. Remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe. Cheers.